did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave. But this has been a nip-and-tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 7 over Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen. And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Dropping back, it's Gleason. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Plenty of times he fires it to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to get to him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Fancher. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Let's go. Looking for space, it's Campbell. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football.
Touchdown, Owls! And the stomping has commenced.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking to throw, it's Gleason. He's got him this time. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Here comes the offense on first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets it down at the 37.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The aerial assault continues. Pocket starts to collapse. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense working from the pistol. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the run, it's Terrell.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Owls are in the hurry up. On fourth down, going to the air. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back during the fourth quarter. So you just try to put up more stats. Listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They want that clock to run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
That's perfectly fine. On the defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep. React to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, and it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's Crosby. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
And he reels it in inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but he has some fabulous play. And leads the touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense.
Get set, get set.
On the ground, it's Terrell. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Owls moving quickly to the line.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Barrels ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. Coming after it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on the 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here?
Looking for a huge play. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he crosses the goal line against the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. Nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
Fires toward the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that...
Time to take a shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
The offense starts with a short field. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in